Now we'll move on to take a look at the openings in the floor of the anterior and middle cranial fossa that we saw earlier. We'll look at 3 openings that pass forwards, 2 openings that pass downwards, and 1 that, in spite of appearances, passes obliquely backwards. We'll start with the ones that pass forwards. This round opening just in front of the anterior clinoid process is the optic canal for the optic nerve. Lateral to it, this large triangular opening is the superior orbital fissure, which we've seen already. Numerous nerves and blood vessels pass through it into the orbit. Below and behind the medial end of the superior orbital fissure, this smaller round opening, the foramen rotundum, is for the maxillary branch of the trigeminal nerve. We'll put this pointer in the foramen rotundum and go round to the outside. Here's the superior orbital fissure again. Here, medial to it, is the optic canal. The foramen rotundum emerges not into the orbit, but into the pterygomaxillary fissure. The 2 openings that pass downward are the foramen ovale for the mandibular branch of the trigeminal nerve, and just behind and lateral to it, the foramen spinosum for the middle meningeal artery. To see where those 2 come out, we'll go round to the underside. Here's the foramen ovale, just behind the lateral pterygoid plate. Here's the foramen spinosum, just behind and lateral to the foramen ovale. The last opening to look at is this untidy-looking opening, the foramen lacerum. Longer than this. Medially, it's prolonged by a tube of cartilage, represented by this colored material. The auditory tube opens into the nasopharynx, as we'll see. We'll look at these openings again in the sections of these 2 tapes that deal with the blood vessels and cranial nerves.